In this episode of the Gear Obsession channel, we'll be taking a look at the plugable UD3900 USB universal dock. Many budget laptops these days, like this Asus T100 TA, come with very limited expandability. In this case, a single USB port. So the answer lies in having some sort of dock to expand. I mean, you could use a USB hub and that only gets you extra USB ports, but what if you want to make this into like a full-fledged desktop as far as functionality is concerned, where you want to go ahead and add a monitor, maybe some speakers, maybe a full-size keyboard, because this is kind of cramped? Well, the answer lies in a dock. And you can go to the manufacturer in some cases and get a proprietary dock, but that's only available for very few laptops and almost never for a budget tablet slash laptop such as the Asus T100. That's where these universal docks come into play now. This is the plugable UD3900. It's the flagship dock from a company called Plugable. I purchased this on Amazon for $99, which, by the way, if you are interested in this after this review, please feel free to click on the link below. So what does this dock give you? Well, it gives you two displays. So in fact, you could actually have three total, because you could have what's here on your, whatever device, and then this will add a DVI or a VGA, because it comes with an adapter, and it has an HDMI out, so you can add two monitors. Additionally, you have USB ports. We're going to go down all these specs, but it gives you two USB 3 ports and 4 USB 2 ports. You also get audio in and out, and this supports resolutions up to 2048 by 1152 if you use just the HDMI at a lower refresh rate, but typically you're going to look at about 1920 by 1200. Let me see, did I miss anything? I think that's about it. So you are getting an awful lot. So let's go ahead and take a look at what we get in the box here. We'll go ahead and just quickly go through this. We get the docking unit, and we get an adapter for the power supply, so we can use 110 in this case. So I guess they do sell this to other markets besides the US. We get a CD and a manual. And here is the actual power adapter. We have here a DVI to VGA adapter and a USB 3 cable. I'm going to go ahead and set the box aside, and we'll go ahead and take a look at the unit really quick. You can see the USB 3 plugs here on the front. You get two. You have audio out and audio in right there. And on the back you have your 4 USB 2 ports. You have gigabit Ethernet. I think I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video. So this could support 10, 100, or gigabit full duplex Ethernet right there. Here's your DVI cable that you could go ahead and put your VGA adapter on if your monitor is VGA. Here's your HDMI. And there is the USB 3 outlet that you go ahead and plug this cable in that you use to attach to your computer. And there is the plug for your power supply. So I'm going to go ahead and set this all up, and we'll be right back. So what I'll be doing in this demonstration is hooking up a monitor, speakers, a keyboard with a built-in trackpad. And I think that's everything I'm going to go ahead and try out just for this demonstration. And also, after this, with this Windows 10 tablet, I'm going to try something with Android, which sort of leads me to something that I had forgot to mention. This officially supports Windows 10. As far as Mac's concerned, it does support some of the older versions. The new versions, a little bit of some kinks are getting worked out, but it's officially it's Windows, but you have limited. And I think they might have actually worked out the Mac issues, and it even may support certain distros of Linux. And there's a beta driver for Android. So I think at the end of this, after I demonstrate this, we'll go ahead and try it on my Android phone. I think that would be cool just to try it out. Another thing that the manufacturer recommends, instead of using the disk, you know, if you ordered this, just go ahead and go onto their website and download the latest drivers. So you have those already there. So when this comes in the mail, you're all good to go. Now I went ahead and put the drivers right here on my desktop. So I'm going to go ahead and double click that, and we could just install it right here on camera. So you can see how simple that is. Now it's installing the display link drivers. This is pretty much a standard driver that's used for graphics through USB functionality. There are a lot of USB graphic devices, and a lot of these universal docks like this that basically just use this driver, this display link driver. So you'll see this a lot in the dock world. And while that's going on, I'm going to go ahead and plug the things into the back here. I have my DVI plug that goes to my old my old LG monitor. And for sound, for audio, I'm going to go ahead and plug in this right here on the front. And for my keyboard, it comes with a little dongle, so I'm going to go ahead and plug this dongle in. We'll put it in the front here so you can just sort of see that in there, just like that. Okay, now the installation program here is telling me to connect my device. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is first apply power to the hub right there. You can see there's a blue light right there. And then we're going to go ahead and take the USB 3 cable that was provided in the package and plug that into the only USB 3 port that the ASUS TA100 has. So let me make sure we have that in correctly. And while everything is going on, I'm going to go ahead and turn on my monitor, turn on my keyboard, and turn on my speakers. Where's the switch for the speakers? There we go. Alright. So I think we have everything on there. Okay, so we just heard the audio come out of the speaker, so that immediately started up, and we have a display immediately. Check this out. I'm going to go ahead and just sort of come up here just a little bit there. So you can see I have a display on my monitor as well as on here. Let's go ahead and try my mouse and keyboard. You can see here it's working. I'm going to go ahead and drag the window, the installation window right there. Wow. Okay, so obviously so simple I can figure it out. Pretty neat. I'm going to wreck everything. So you can see how simple this is to use. And I could add another monitor. Again, I could add Ethernet to this thing, and you could add a printer. I mean, I have so many USB ports, a total of 6 here. You could add printers and music and USB thumb drives and just about a limited amount of stuff. So it works right out of the box. Pretty cool. So now, just for fun, let's go ahead and try this on a Android cell phone. Now the first thing we want to do is install the Display Link Desktop Beta driver. If you just do a search for Display Link Desktop in the Android store, you should be able to find it. And so I'm going to go ahead and install this real quick. Now the first problem you're going to run into is that this plug is a full-size USB. However, my cell phone uses the teeny weeny mini. So what I'm going to do is utilize my little on-the-go hub right here, but you could use any on-the-go cable. So we'll just go ahead and try this out. By the way, Plugable, the company here, does make one out of the box that does plug into here. It's actually designed for the little Dell 8-inch tablet. But okay, so anyway, I have this plugged in. I might do a review on this. Let me know if you want a review on the Tech card reader / hub. There's a lot. This thing got USB card reader kind of stuff in there. Now this the app that I had installed right here says to This app is ready to connect. All I did was install it and that came up. So we'll go ahead and just plug this in. Just like that. Okay, forgot something. I forgot to plug in the hub. Alright, there we go. Oh, it says open display link desktop when the USB device is connected. It already just sort of started doing stuff here. Whoop, I just heard something. Display link desktop will start capturing everything that's on the display. I'm going to tell it to start now. Look at this. Ha! How about that? And look at this, I have a mouse too. Oh, this is way too cool. So let me go ahead and go to my main screen here. That is just wild. That is too cool for school. Let's see. How about some Candy Soda Crush? Can we run that? The sound is coming out of the speakers. Let's see. So you can see by the water here that my speakers are actually working. Go ahead and hit play. Oh, want to try to earn some bubblegum hill? Ha-ha!
Frosting.
Okay, so obviously this works. It's pretty wild that this worked so well for a beta driver. So I'm pretty excited. Now I do have like an Android TV that I have one of these little USB card reader thingies on, and I could tell you that the Ethernet, if you put an Ethernet cable, USB to Ethernet on one of these, it'll work, and it uses the same standard that's built right into the pluggable. So I know this is kind of hard to wrap your mind around, but I could actually like put my cell phone on Ethernet because I do it with other Android devices like my Nexus Android TV. So just too cool for school. Again, if you want to see a review of the Initech card reader hub, go ahead and put something in the comments below if this focuses one day. Very inexpensive device, but it's pretty damn handy. It has all kinds of card readers in there, and gives you some USB slots. And you could even add some extra power if your device doesn't provide power. So anyway, just got a little bit sidetracked there. So very, very impressive device here. I'm going to go ahead and unplug it and just let you take one last close-up view before we go ahead and sign off. But again, I want you to know that the Android and the Mac are not officially supported, including certain, I think Ubuntu distros will probably work with this, but there you have it. The pluggable UD3900 USB 3 docking station. This is backward compatible to USB 2, and it works fine. I have actually an old Toshiba dock that's USB 2, and it did all this stuff perfectly fine. Don't expect to do any kind of crazy gaming. There's only so much you can do with a USB display. So if you have graphic intensive gaming kind of devices, don't even think about using this. You need a high-end card. But for your everyday surfing and everyday administration kind of stuff, office or whatever, this is a perfect solution to expand a very limited device when it comes to expandability. So there you have it. Let you take a close look right there at all those ports. More ports on the front, nice and shiny fingerprint magnet. Again, links provided below on Amazon, $99. They also make a single graphic out, which is $89, so you can go ahead and see that also linked below. Okay, well, thank you very much for joining me here at the Gear Obsession channel. I really do appreciate every fan, viewer, subscriber, and especially you, and I hope you have a great day. Take care. Bye.